Today we're gonna paint the hood scoop piece, or I don't know what it's called, for this 97 Subaru Legacy. So, quick story on this. I was driving home from Atlanta and all of a sudden the piece went flying off. The two tabs that held it in place were broken. The previous owner, I believe, took them off but only put two bolts on it, and there's a plate so I couldn't really see what was underneath. And I go over bump. Actually, not bump. I went over, I think, I don't know, some debris in the highway. The point is, the car jumped a bit, and the hood scoop went flying over the car. So that hood scoop is somewhere in the highway from Atlanta. I managed to pick up a piece from eBay for 35 bucks. It looks to be plum colored, but the clear coat's peeling. Now the reason I want to do it is obviously because there's a missing part on the car, but also when it rains, I don't know if you can tell, but I put silicone on these holes. When it rains, it almost seemed like it drained on top of the alternator. And I didn't want to mess with the to cause any electrical issues on the Subaru. So today we're going to strip it, paint it, and put it back on. So stick around. This is the eBay piece. It looks like it's black on camera, but it's actually like a plum color type of deal. Now we're going to strip this, and then we're going to paint it black. Now it's not going to match the color of the car, but it will match the grille because the grille is painted black, and then the black trim piece on the bottom bumper. So I'm not going to look for perfection, but I'm definitely looking looking than this. So I don't care if it doesn't match the color of the car, but black is universal, so the color black will go with anything. So let's strip this down. So what I'm going to use to strip it down first is this. It's really coarse. I'm not going super hardcore because I don't want to put no scratches on the plastic. This is just for the top. Okay, this is where we're at right now. I'm not worried about this or that because I did as much as I could without scratching too much of the plastic. In case you wanted to know, this is P60. I don't know what P60 means, but I'm pretty sure it's a very, the lower the number, the grittier it is. And this is used to strip paint. So obviously now we're going to use maybe a 300 or 400 grit just to smooth things out. So when we put the paint on, you won't notice the scratches. It will reduce the scratches. So in the next shot, you'll see it go from this to this. Nice and smooth. And I used a 400 grit on this. So now all we have to do is wash. Okay, so we washed our hood scoop with just plain dish soap and water. We dried it with a microfiber towel. We actually put the fan on, and it's dry to touch. Now we're going to paint. Now which one? We got Krylon Dual Super Bond Paint and Primer. This one's Satin. Krylon Color Master Paint and Primer, Gloss Black. It's also for plastic. Now the only choice you have here is you want satin or gloss black. I'm going with the gloss black. So just make sure to shake up the can. It says here shake it up for about 2 minutes. And then spray on. This is what it looks like after one coat. This is the second coat. And I'm waiting about 5 to 8 minutes between each coat. The first one was a light coat. Second was kind of a little bit heavy. And the third one should be a light coat as well. Or heavy. Or whatever you want to do. This is your project. This is just my opinion. And that is the third coat. The final one. And it looks 100% times 100 times better than what it used to look like. Yeah, you can see some scratches, But I wasn't going for perfection. If this is you want to make it look 100 before you paint it. Make sure you go from the 60 to 300, 600 to 800, so it could be nice and smooth, but not too smooth, so some paint could adhere to it. So the paint could adhere to it. Excuse me. So now let's see what it looks like in the car. And that's the final product. Now it's not sitted all the way where it's supposed to be because it's not completely dry, and I just slide it in through the edges. I'm not going to touch it. I'm going to wait at least 2 more hours until I press it in fully. But before I do that, I'm going to wash the car. But now, this is just a preview. It matches that with the lip. And now, oh, well, not the lip, but the grill. I painted the grill about a year and a half ago, and it just had small chips because of the rocks. But other than that, there's no peeling, there's no fading. Nothing that is common with cheap paints. This Krylon primer and paint 2-in-1 is pretty good. So if you wanted to, you can match the same color car. I didn't want to because I'm on a budget and that's what I had available. So stay tuned. I'm going to do another video of the walk around of the car, and by then we'll have the car washed and polished, and this will be seated correctly onto the hood. Thanks, until next time, and if you want to leave a comment below, go ahead, and don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed to my channel. Take it easy.